And it's kind of funny. It's kind of wild how fast people jump to those conclusions. I mean, let me ask you this. Do you write a will because you want to die? No, right? I mean, you write it so things are clear if something unforeseen happens. A prenup can help you make sure that you don't end up responsible for someone else's mess. Maybe if you're in a relationship with a single mom, kids from previous relationship. But I think that if your love is real, even a contract or whatever you guys name it won't hurt, right? It's like health insurance. You're not hoping for a hospital visit, but you still sign up because you want to protect yourself. So why is it taboo to prepare for your financial health too? Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Have you signed one, or would you sign one, or maybe you are totally against them? Comment down below. So yeah, I signed up a prenup before I got married. And to be honest, I did not particularly care about it. I did not feel hurt, offended, or mad towards my husband. And I did not think that he doesn't love me or doesn't trust me just because he let me sign a prenuptial agreement. I know that a lot of people, when they hear the word prenup, immediately think like, uh-oh, that's a red flag, or that's shady. But it wasn't any of those. Because when I think about the prenup, I think it is practical, especially in today's generation, and more than especially if you're a man and you're living in the West and you're married. So anyways, today I want to talk about why I signed mine without any drama, and also talk about something deeper, and that's trust. Because this video kind of correlates with my latest video about my husband's boundaries for each other. So here's how it happened. As you all know, or maybe not all of you know, but before, my husband said no to marriage so many times that I couldn't even count how many. But you know what they say? Never say never, because you never really know what your fate is, right? But anyways, months before our wedding, my now husband brought up the idea of a prenup. And of course, I know about it because he also talked about it on his channel, on Paul's Asian Adventure, about getting a prenup if ever you as a foreigner would get married to any girl one day. And when he talked to me about it, he was respectful and calm, and there were no weird vibes. He just said, hey, this is something that I think we should consider, just to protect both of us. And I'll be honest with you, I did not really think it was a big deal, and I did not really understand the depth of it, because even my own lawyer kind of negotiated for me and wanted me to have something from our marriage in case something goes wrong, right? But I told my lawyer that I do not care whether I'll get nothing from our marriage, because I always know that I am in it for love and not for his assets or whatsoever. And if he ever decided to give me something, I'd be happy and content with it. I mean, I have nothing to lose. I don't have any big assets. I don't have big savings, no investments or anything. I have a small money, but it's not like he doesn't have more money than me, right? And I understand what my husband was trying to make me understand about prenups, because sometimes people change, whether for good or bad. And if you have an asset, why not protect it, right? I mean, if you have nothing to hide about your own intention for marrying that person, why say no to signing a prenup and show that you are committed to that relationship regardless of material possessions? And it wasn't about what either of us had. It was about being upfront about how we'd handle life if something unexpected happened. Also, you guys have to remember, my husband has worked for decades and sacrificed much to save and invest, and I did not. So, what right do I have to claim that half of it is mine? The prenup basically said, what's yours stays yours, what's mine stays mine, and what we build together, we split fairly. It's simple, fair, and honestly, it made me feel like we're both going into marriage with our eyes opened. And I respected that he did not want to leave that stuff up to chance or court, for that matter, if anything goes wrong. And if I were in his position, of course I would also do the same. Now let's talk about what people assume when they hear the word prenup. And people, they typically say that, oh, you don't trust each other, or you're planning for a divorce in the future, or he must be hiding something. And it's kind of funny. It's kind of wild how fast people jump to those conclusions. I mean, let me ask you this. Do you write a will because you want to die? No, right? I mean, you write it so things are clear if something unforeseen happens. Having trust is not just about good feelings. It is also about having hard conversations early in the relationship or marriage before things get messy. And signing a prenup didn't damage our relationship or marriage, for that matter, because we talked about it openly and we were honest about finances, our expectations, and our limits. Also, people tend to think that prenups are just for the rich people. But let me tell you something. Prenups are not just for millionaires or celebrities. They're also for people who have debt, have student loans, property that they have bought before the relationship, or maybe if you're in a relationship with a single mom, kids from previous relationship, or even just protecting future goals. A prenup can help you make sure that you don't end up responsible for someone else's mess, or that what you bring into the relationship is respected. Now, let us talk about trust, because this came up a lot in my last video about my husband's rules and boundaries. And I read a lot of your comments, guys, and the comment sections were divided. Some say that my husband and I doesn't trust each other, or I don't, vice versa whatsoever. But I get it. I mean, I really do. But for us, trust isn't the absence of boundaries. It is our ability to talk about our limits and what we feel safe in the relationship. And guess what? That goes both ways. Same with a prenup. It's not that we do not trust each other. It's that we trust each other enough to be real, to talk about ugly stuff now before it even becomes an issue. I mean, I'd rather have a clear expectation than silent resentment. And people think it is unromantic. But I think that if your love is real, even a contract or whatever you guys name it won't hurt, right? It's like health insurance. You're not hoping for a hospital visit, but you still sign up because you want to protect yourself. So why is it taboo to prepare for your financial health too? For me, when I signed the prenup, I did not mean I expected things to fail. It meant that I cared enough to plan for whatever life throws at us. And I always hear this from my husband: plan for the worst and hope for the best. Just like our marriage boundaries, it is about respect, not restriction. So that's my prenup story. No drama, no scandal. And if you are thinking about marriage and prenup has come up in your relationship, I hope this video helps you see it in a new light, not in a bad way, but in a positive way. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Have you signed one, or would you sign one, or maybe you are totally against them? Comment down below. So thank you everyone for watching this video, and I really appreciate it all. I will see you all in the next one. Hasta luego.